and today I'm going to be doing my January TBR. It is a new year, and that means new books and all kinds of fun and exciting things. Really quick before I get into my TBR, I feel like I need to show you guys my shirt because it kind of perfectly describes me. It says, wears black, loves dogs, avoids people, which kind of sums me up in 3 sentences. The first book that I am hoping to read this month is Lily Collins' Unfiltered, No Shame, No Regrets, Just Me. And of course, because it is the new year, it is a time to sort of reflect and think about ourselves and what we want to do differently in the new year. And so I feel like this book is going to be really helpful with that. I really like Lily Collins. I respect her a lot. And I just feel like this is a good time in my life to be reading this. I had actually planned on reading this summer, but I just never got around to it. And this is the month that I'm finally going to read it. If you watched my December wrap-up, then you know that I am fully enthralled in the world of The Raven Boys by Maggie Steve Otter. So this month I'm going to be continuing that series with Blue Lily, and I'm going to be reading that on my iPad because I have been super into ebooks lately. I love ebooks a lot, and I never thought that I did, and then I read one, and I really like them. I am planning on making a whole video about where I get my ebooks from because I use 2 different apps. I'm just really excited to read this series, and it's nice because I actually only have the first 2 in paperback and I don't own any of the other books. So instead of running out and buying the 3rd book, I'm just going to be reading it as an ebook. I am not sure yet if I'm going to try and squeeze the 4th and final book in the Raven Cycle series in this month, or if I'm gonna hold it off, leave it till February. I don't want to just like shove in all the books and read them so fast that I'm not really catching what's going on, because sometimes that can happen when I get really into a series. But I may not be able to resist myself, and I may end up reading The Raven King this month. So the next book that I want to read this month is Foolish Hearts by Emma Mills. I got this book in an owl crate, and it just sounded really interesting to me, and I just kind of wanted a nice, easy contemporary this month. I'm hoping to maybe read this once I go back to school, and I just kind of need something to just settle me back into school and work and all those things that I haven't had to deal with for about half a month now. The last book that I'm hoping to read this month, that is the first book in the Dark Artificts. I have such a hard time saying that word for some reason. I can never say it. So I'm just going to call it the Dark Artifacts series by Cassandra Clare. The first book is called Lady Midnight, and I feel like I've been a bad shadow hunter lately because I've read every Cassandra Clare series that there is, every book except for this one, and honestly I did start it last year, the year before last year, and I got about 200 pages in, and I just don't think I was in the mood for high fantasy at that time because I didn't end up finishing it, which is kind of crazy because usually I am so into her books I can't stop reading them. But I definitely want to get back into that series, especially because my friend Katie is pressuring me to read it. You should all go and stalk her on Instagram. It's my_fandom_escape, I think, or if not, I'll put it on the screen. But you should all go and follow her and tell her to stop bullying me into reading books. But I actually do really want to read it and get back into the Shadowhunter world. I've heard a lot of really great things about it, and some people say that it's their favorite Cassandra Clare series yet, so I really want to read it. And so that concludes my January TBR. I really want to start the first month of the year off on a good note and get all these books read. And I also am working on pre-filming a lot of videos. That way I can have a more consistent uploading schedule, because that is one of my New Year's resolutions, is to be a better booktuber and also be a better book Instagrammer. So those are my goals. Will I complete them? Probably not. I'm not setting any reading goals for myself because I don't want to put that kind of pressure on myself to read, especially if it's interfering with my schoolwork or my sanity. And so I'm just gonna read at my own pace and not really worry about meeting a certain goal. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!